Hey everyone, today I have another new video. This time it's going to be on, well, something I haven't done in a while. This is going to be a Digimon video. This is going to be on one of the new decks from set 8. This is red and black BlackWarGreymon. Okay, this will be the red version since that's probably the best one. We'll start with the eggs. 3 Greymon. Its ability is once per turn, if this Digimon has 6,000 DP or more, draw 1 card. A pretty nice generic red card. Next up, I've got 2 of the set 5 Koromon. When attacking, once per turn, if this Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon other than BT8 or Burning Greymon or BT8 that is a whole other issue. It's kind of a naming problem the English side had early, well, sometime in the middle of the dubbing. They just kind of had an obsession of naming something Greymon for the sake of naming it Greymon, because that's the main line for the main character from the first season, so they kind of wanted to tie everything to Greymon. But anyway, in its name, trigger draw 1, so it's kind of the same as this guy, but a little more specific. Each of them will go off just fine, as almost everything in here after the rookies is a Greymon. So, yeah. Of course, we'll start off. We'll start off with the rookies. We'll start off with this one. This is Agumon Black. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Greymon in its name and 1 card with Dragonkin in its traits from among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay, so there's a few targets in here. The main ones you'll probably hit are Greymon, as a lot of cards in this deck are called Greymon. However, the more specific one is Dragonkin. Most of those will probably be your level 6s, so your BlackWarGreymon and the regular WarGreymon. Those will be your hits with Dragonkin. So there's that Agumon. Next up, we've got the set 5. His ability is on play, so you have to directly play him from your hand. You can't evolve him on an egg to get this ability. You have to straight up play him. Fortunately, there's a few Agumons like that in this deck. Next up is 4 of this Agumon. It is the regular one. On play, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Greymon in its name, other than all those other ones that technically aren't Greymons. And 1 Digimon card with Omnimon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck. So these 8 are kind of your main searchers for the deck and ways to get your deck going. This space, I'm having the trial deck Agumon. Its inheritable ability is your turn. This Digimon gets an extra 10k. This really could be the promo one, but the promo Agumon is ridiculous in price, and I'm not willing to drop it just for an Agumon. So this will be fine. Next up is another Agumon. All the rookies are Agumons. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 Tamer card from among them to your hand. Place the remaining on the bottom of your deck. So a lot of your rookies are your searchers. And again, you want to get your searches off, so you can play this deck as best as possible. Next, onto the champions. We've got 4 of the Greymon from Starter Deck 1. This is the one that gives your other Digimon on top of it security attack +1. So that's always nice. Next up, we've got the Set 5 Greymon. This has its own ability and an inheritable. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has Agumon in its Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. So you can get 1 memory back for its to evolve. So it's technically only 1. And its inheritable ability, when this Digimon has Omnimon, Greymon, other than the non-Greymons in its name, this gets an extra 2 DP. That's nice. We've got BlackGreymon. This one has its inheritable ability. Opponent's turn. While you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker. So it gives other Digimon this ability. Or well, Digimon that are on top of him the ability. Okay. Next up, we've got Metal Greymon. This is a black and red one. When Digivolving, de-Digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon, and then delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less, and then its inheritable ability. Your turn, while this Digimon has Dragonkin or Machine in its traits, it can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. That's pretty cool to get unwanted cards out of the way. This spot really should be the Metal Greymon from EX1. However, I couldn't find any of those for the life of me. However, this one, thankfully, will still technically work. It's a good backup for that. This is Gigadramon. Your turn, this Digimon is also treated as red, so that's good. Opponent's turn, this Digimon gains plus 2000 DP. Very nice generic card for black and red. That's good. We'll move on, of course, to the level 6s, the main guys. Of course, the main guy of the deck himself, BlackWarGreymon. We're playing 4 of him. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has a red Digivolution card, and choose any number of your opponent's Digimon. If this Digimon has a black Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Tamers. The chosen cards' play cost must add up to 6 or less. Delete those chosen cards. Okay. And then all turns, once per turn, while an opponent's Digimon is deleted, or when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, unsuspend this Digimon. Pretty nice. With that, this is the set 1 BlackWarGreymon. When Digivolving, this Digimon gains security attack +1. This Digimon checks 1 additional security for each card, or checks 1 additional security card for the turn. And then your turn, this Digimon doesn't activate security skills. That's nice. Or option cards it checks. Very nice. Something I've never been able to say in a lot of these decks. I now have Omnimons to run. Okay, this Omnimon, when Digivolving, gets Blitz. This Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory. When Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon all turns. If an opponent's effect would delete this Digimon or return it to its owner's hands, you may prevent it from leaving play by trashing a level 6 Digimon card in this card's Digivolution cards. Pretty nice, so it can save itself. That's unfortunately the only Blitz Omnimon I've got. However, another Omnimon I have is Omnimon Zort. This is a black and purple one, while this one was a red and blue one, so you can play both. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then you may play up to 1 black or purple Digimon card with play costs of 8 or less from your trash without paying the memory costs. Nice. You may return when attacking, you may return 1 level 6 Digimon card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to its owner's hands to delete 1 of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a play cost of 12 or less. Pretty nice. And that's it for the Digimon themselves. Next up, we've got 3 Tamer cards from Marcus Damon. Its security skill is play this card without paying its memory cost from security. And then, start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memories, set your memory to 3. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with Greymon and its name attacks, you may suspend this guy, gain 1 memory. Very nice. I've got 1 Taikamiya Tamer. All Tamers have the same security skill. You can play them without paying the memory cost if they're checked in security. If you have 2 or less memories, set your memory to 3. That one, Marcus Damon, has also set your memory to 3. Your turn. All of your red Digimon with 4 or more Digivolution cards gain security attack +1. Very nice. He's kind of only here because I only have 3 of this one. Tamer Nokia. On play, you may play 1 Agumon or Gabumon from your hand without paying its memory cost. When digivolving one of your Digimon into a Digimon card in your hand with Garurumon, Omnimon, or Greymon, minus the non-Greymons in its name, you may suspend this Tamer, reduce the memory cost by 1. A very, very nice Tamer in anything that uses Garurumon and Greymon. Of course, last up, we've got the option cards. We've got the option card Crimson Blaze. Reduce the memory cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each Digimon your opponent has in play. And its main ability, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. Your opponent can't play Digimon by effects until the end of their next turn. Very nice. And to round it up, the final 2 cards, Dark Gaia Force. Main, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play costs add up to 15 or less, delete them. And then its security effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 15 or less. Oh, I forgot. This guy's security effect is activate this card's main effect. Nice. Alright. I believe that is it, I believe. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a late one, but hey, I still hope you enjoyed it nonetheless.